Hi everyone, John Cope here from Cope Racing Transmissions, and this video is going to debut a new product that we have out, and I'm going to show you the guys this. What this is it's a way to take either your existing 727 or 904, or if you purchase a 727 and 904 from us, to have a lockup version that will lock up in any gear, first gear, second gear, third gear. And the reason why I came out with that, because we've already been doing it on our 518s, and I have one in my own truck, which is this one right here. The 66 Ford with the Gen 3 Hemi and a 518. And driving around with the lockup on is very efficient. It lowers the heat of the torque converter quite a bit. And the drivability is great. It's probably, depending on the converter, it can be anywhere from a 2 to 3 to almost even 5 to 600 RPM drop. And that depends on the converter. So I'm going to show you what it is. First off, this only comes in reverse pattern, which is a manual reverse pattern. You can't get it in automatic shift. You can't get it in forward manual. You can only get it in reverse pattern. The kit includes the reverse manual valve body with the lockup. If you were going to switch over your transmission, let's say you got a car, you got a Roadrunner, GTX, whatever, it's runs mid-12s, but you want better fuel mileage. If you get this kit without changing the transmission to an overdrive, you can switch over your 727 and convert it over to lockup. And it's kind of like a poor man's overdrive in a way, by lowering the RPMs and getting the efficiency of the torque converter, because when the torque converter is in lockup, there's a zero slippage, none whatsoever. So like when I'm driving my truck around town, as soon as I shift in the second gear, I turn the lockup on, and then it makes the converter super efficient. So then that also allows you to run a pretty loose converter when you need it for the performance, and then turn the lockup on for drivability, fuel mileage, and lower transmission temperatures. But I'm going to offer this as a kit. You can get it multiple different ways. You'll have to go to our website at coperacingtrans.com to see what the pricings of the kits are. But it's gonna you have to change the converter from a non-lockup to a lockup. You have to put one of our valve bodies in, which is reverse pattern with lockup, and then you're gonna have to change the input shaft and the pump stator in the transmission. These two items is all you need. The pump body is the same. The cases are the same. The only difference is the converter, the valve body, and the input shaft and pump stator. With these four items, you can take your existing 727 or 904 and convert it over to lockup. Now, like I said, you can't get this in automatic shift. You cannot get this in forward pattern. It's only reverse pattern. However, if you wanted, you could get it in a trans brake. And that's what this valve body is a trans brake. But all I would do is eliminate the brake, and I block it with a plate, and then it becomes a reverse manual. So you'll see here again, if you want to buy a transmission, it doesn't take much to switch it over to this. But if you want to do it at home, all you need are these four parts. The torque converters, you're going to have two different ways you can go. You can go with an 11-inch if you have a 500 lift and smaller cam. If you have a 500 and higher lift cam, and you want a lot of stall, then you have to go to a 10-inch. And the whole purpose of having a lockup is having more stall without losing drivability. So when you go to the 10-inch, the converter gets a little bit more expensive. I think the lockups are $500, and the 10 inches are $1,300. And here's why. These lockups are made from billet. You see, this is one billet piece. Then they weld the ringer on, and this is all brand new. Got the anti-ballooning plate. It's an expensive converter for good reason. It really is nice. I put one of these, and this is made by Ultimate Transit Converter, in my truck. This truck's got a 6.4 Hemi with a 518. It had an 11-inch 3000 converter, and I think the best I got out of it was a 1320. All I changed was from 11-inch to a 10-inch, and the stall went to 4500. Went from 1320 to 1260. So the torque converters can make a huge difference. So if you got a mid 12, 11-second car, even if it was a 10-second car, you're going to need the 10-inch. So this is the kit. One more new piece we came out with. The piston that goes in the rear drum. We made it out of billet, and we made it taller to take up the clearance between the Bellevue spring and the piston. So just a little item to let you guys know. It comes in thickness of 850 thousandths and 875 thousandths. So check the website out for that. That's on there too. But just to recap real quick, this kit, like I said, you check the website for the pricings, because depending how old this video gets, the pricings may or may not change. But you can do this yourself, or you can buy a transmission that has the upgraded valve body, and it won't cost you nothing for the input shaft and stator support, because you're going to get one anyway. So there's no extra cost for that. The only extra cost if you buy a tranny would be the valve body and the torque converter. But if you're going to do it yourself, you got a car, it's running, and you want to drive it more on the expressway, or not worry about the heat that's generated by the torque converter, this really is a nice setup. It really brings the drivability of a car to be able to go longer lengths, and you'll get better fuel mileage too, because the converter will have zero slippage when it's applied in lockup. The lockup will come on in any gear: first gear, second gear, third gear, and it'll work for your 727 and your 904. And I already have this out for 518s and 46 REs. So all I was doing was sharing this, what we've done with the 518s, to the 727 904 line. I think that covers everything. If you got any questions, comment below. I'd really like it if you subscribe and click the bell. You can always go to our website at culpracingtrans.com, and you'll find out the pricings of all this stuff. And I think that's it, guys. So thanks, be cool, and I'll talk to you later.